The Africa CEO Forum came to a close on Tuesday in Cote d'Ivoire's commercial capital, Abidjan, with renewed concern over the global terror threat after attacks in Brussels. Cote d'Ivoire is still reeling from the effects of an attack last week at a popular weekend getaway at the Grand Bassam. Business leaders and government officials had gathered to discuss the way forward for the continent and how to address such threats. Uche Koronko is in Abidjan with more.
1,000 CEOs and government officials from 63 countries globally, 43 of them African, gathered here in Abidjan for the two-day Africa CEO Forum. The key messages that came out are the importance of Africa diversifying its economies, the need for things such as backward integration, and of course the development of infrastructural and industrial potentials on a regional level. Now, a key event that took place today was the presidential debate between Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara and Ghana's John Mahama, and they basically discussed the need for Africa to stop its dependence on foreign direct investment by providing tax holidays for African companies and small and medium enterprises. They also talked about the importance of developing intra-Africa trade. Here's a look at what they discussed.
You find that in this basket of goods, there are some of these products for which we have a comparative advantage to produce ourselves. I mean, for instance, rice. Yeah. We have land, we have sunshine, we have water. There's no reason why we should import $400 million worth of rice every year.
Major focus of this conference was leadership in Africa, and PricewaterhouseCoopers actually released a report looking at African CEOs and basically surveying what they've come to in the past couple of years. And here's some of their findings. They said there's been a change in rhetoric. African CEOs are focusing more on social impact rather than profitability. And here's some of the statistics they quoted. They said 84% of CEOs said there was a need to prioritize long-term profitability over short-term profitability. 68% said they're ready to invest in technology and innovation, compared to 49% from BRICS countries. 87% said that success should be measured by more than just profitability, with more focus on skills development and branding. Now, IFC also released a report basically looking at the opportunities available to private investors in Africa's changing market. Now, it's important to note that IFC's investment on the continent or in Africa projects has increased from about $200 million to $5 billion US dollars over the past 12 years. Here's what they had to say.
How can we work together to crowd in from billions to trillions? Connecting that with the theme of the CEO Forum, that is, how can we make it happen in sub-Saharan Africa? And we don't have to look far for successful examples. So the cases contained in this volume that we're sharing today really showcases IFC's effort in terms of innovation, in terms of focus on supporting SMEs, in terms of crowding in private sector partners into project financing in sub-Saharan Africa.
Now, a big part of the two-day event was the award ceremony that took place last night. And here's some of the winners. We saw CEO of the Year went to Nigeria's Oba Otudeko, CEO of Honeywell Group. Company of the Year went to Aliko Dangote's Dangote Group. We also saw Banker of the Year went to BGFI Bank, and International Company of the Year went to Heineken. Now, a new section they added on this year was Young CEO of the Year. We saw that going to Sebastian Kadio Morocco, who is the Director General of Petro Ivoire. Uche Koronko, CCTV, Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire.